Good morning and welcome back to Playa del Carmen. Today we are making a visit to Xcaret Mexico. This is a water theme park and zoo, but it's unlike any other you have ever seen. And it's a complete celebration of the beauty, culture and history of Mexico. During your time at Xcaret, you will have the experience of swimming in cenotes, relaxing on the beach, going through the jungle and seeing lots of exotic animals like spider monkeys, tapirs and big jungle cats, as well as exotic, colourful birds such as scarlet macaws, toucans, golden eagles and lovebirds. Xcaret has even won 2 Guinness World Record titles for having the most macaws born in captivity. And we actually got to see some of the babies whilst walking through the bird sanctuary. So first up we have the Sea Trek, and this will have you donning a deep sea diver's helmet and going for a walk along the bottom of the river. You'll get the chance to be up close and personal with lots of different fish and stingrays, even getting within touching distance. There's a handrail for you to hold on to as you make your walk, and there's numerous members of staff down there to help you if you want to get out before the end of the walk or if you experience any difficulties, and of course to take photos as well. This was absolutely brilliant, absolutely fantastic. I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. I could have easily have spent twice as much time down there as I did. Then there's the river trail, which will give you the chance to swim through one of 3 different crystalline rivers below the grounds of Xcaret. You can actually find yourself passing through a number of different environments, caves, through buildings, along mangroves and through the jungle. Once out of the river and dried off, we made our way through the Mayan village route, where we came across not just the exotic birds and animals that I mentioned earlier, but also these ancient Mayan ruins and these beautiful churches and cemeteries. There's a little village that really takes you back in time. As we made our way to the final stop of the day, the Espectacular evening show, the trail there was lined with Mayan warriors appearing out of the trees and temples, performing music and dances, and providing some unique photo opportunities before you even got to the show and took your seats. The Mayan warriors kicked off the show with a couple of the ancient ball games that they played. The first one was called Juego de Pelote, almost like basketball really, but without the use of their hands. Instead, the ball would need to be hit with the hips, with the elbows, with the head, with the feet, to try and get the ball through these little stone hoops. This was then followed by another ancient Mayan game that resembled what hockey would eventually become, only this game was played with a bit of a twist. The ball is actually on fire. Yeah. From there, the show went on to a beautiful celebration of the history and culture of Mexico, with lots of traditional dances, singing and performances. I recorded a few bits and pieces here and there. I didn't want to film too much because, number one, I wanted to sit down and enjoy the show, and number two, I didn't want to sort of risk getting a copyright strike on this video. So I will just pop in little bits and pieces here and there, but we definitely recommend you to watch the show for yourself because it really does live up to the name, Espectacular. Yeah, the name says it all. If you come to Xcaret for the day, but you leave before the evening show, then sorry, but you really are missing out. The audience absolutely loved it. People openly clapped, cheered, and even wept with pride. I'm not even Mexican, as you've probably noticed. I'm English. But even I found myself becoming a little overwhelmed with emotion at times. It really does highlight just how proud that people from Mexico are of their country, and their heritage and their culture. We absolutely love this place and consider it to be one of the highlights of the holiday. We spent all day there and I feel like we didn't see everything. I feel like a return trip will have to be made at some point in the future. This is the best place to visit if you want to experience all of the different sides to Mexico, with water parks, sea treks, river trails, animal enclosures, traditional Mayan demonstrations, and the amazing Xcaret show. At the end of the day, this trip really is a must-do. Don't let the cost put you off. I mean, yeah, it's expensive, but it's definitely worth it, and you will not be disappointed. This balances together nature, adventure, history, and culture into one great place. Highly, highly recommended. We'll actually get to see one of those ancient ball courts that the Mayans used for their games for real in the next part of our video series, when we go on a tour around Cancun that concludes with a visit to Chichen Itza, one of the 7 wonders of the world. So if you're interested in seeing that, do be sure to join us for part 3 of Mabbers in Mexico. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this video, then please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and do check out our playlist to see more of our adventures in Mexico and other travel related content. And we'll see you again next time.